Good morning and cheers. Our time 4:11 a.m. Obviously, supposed to be using the chat. A lot of people. Oh, first name was Adrian. Hi, Adrian. And the Benedict Joker, Sab. Tried watching it this morning, but it was delayed. Yes, it's delayed. Now it's postponed. The launch. Yes. Adrian says, hello, Scooby. Yep, it just looked it up. Cancelled the launch due to leaks in the system. Yep, laugh out loud. Anyone else want to say the same? Well, I've already said it, so I'm buggered. Sab, the Benji Joker. So, no live then? Well, I'm here. I'm here. I just woke up. I haven't had much sleep, but I'm here. On a different note, I've noticed we have wild parakeets flying around my neighbourhood. They're spread from London. It looks like they're here to stay. Mm. Hello, Shelley. Laura says, oh, wow. Hello, Laura. Hello, Ali. Asian Jenna, so looking. Laura. Benny. Yay. Ali. Shelley. Hey. Hey. Yep, I'm here. I'm tired. Oh, oh. Mm. So did played it, obviously. See what the chat's saying on NASA. I like the Falcon booster landing more. Mm. Ah, well. It's saying B71 tested on Thursday. Next possible closure Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So how is everyone? Not sure how long I'm going to go for, but oh, I am knackered. I am not going to lie, I'm knackered. What are you doing, Ginge? Ginger's just like, yeah, it's party time. You're awake at my time. Let's play. Come on, come say hello. Come on, Gingy. Come on. Oh, oh, let's have a look what they're doing. Yeah. Obviously nothing. Oh, well, Gingy's playing. There we go. We can make a stream just out of you playing. You bring it to whatever? No? Yeah, so evening all. Remember to smash that like button, peeps. Thank you, Haley. Yeah. Smash it like I should be smashing my pillow. Hmm. Well. So, yes, I believe. Were you thinking of going? Where are you thinking of going? Yeah, no idea. Just somewhere nice. New fresh start. Yeah. Oh, oh, Still learning this thing. Bloody hell. Uh, what time is it in Oz? It is 4:16 a.m. So normally it wouldn't be a problem being up this time, but I didn't have much sleep yesterday, and yeah, I'm back awake again. So yeah, early. He should be asleep. Should be. But there was a space rocket. Yeah, I know I need to be in bed, but there was a space rocket going to launch, and now it's not launching. It's yeah. Oh, well. There's 11 people on, so obviously some people are awake. It's funny. This EV Mux is really good though because it shows you like who's come up and who's on and all the rest of it. Talking about the link, if anyone wants it, I can share the link. Obviously, nothing's happened over there, so. How do I do all this? I've got to actually go to YouTube, don't I? Gingy, hey, what are you doing? You can't get out the other side of your cage. I know there's no launch now, Laura. I've been listening to it in my ears. Oh, hey, Betty. Hi, Betty. It's 2:18 p.m. here in Florida. Yep. So, Betty's a subscriber, and I also subscribe to Betty. So head over there and subscribe to her too. She lives in Florida. She has connections to Australia. Her son lives here, I think in Melbourne, she said. Yeah. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Who's Sharon? With this? Um, so guys, I'm just trying to function. Obviously, this bird didn't fly, so guess that. So there it is. There's the link. And back just had Iceland to deliver. Oh yeah. Well, it's good that you're all connecting in the chat. That's really good. believe me, guys, this is nothing because sometimes I generally, if I'm talking to you guys, I generally am like up really late and then I go have a couple of hours sleep, then I go to work. Well, this even happens for me at work. So sometimes I'll go home, I'll have like around about 5, 6 hours worth of sleep, then I'm back at work again. The joys. I need chocolate. Me too. Me too. And I've got chocolate biscuits. I think these are chocolate Wheaties, chocolate westerns or Wheaties, or whatever you call them. Or maybe even digestives. Hang on, let's see. No, they're Wheaties. They're chocolate Wheaties. Yeah, chocolate Wheaties. Mm-mm-mm. Cheers. Haley, sorry, I just said biscuit. I work within a major supermarket chain within Australia, and I'm in charge of the cleaning and trolleys section. So yeah, yeah, I'm a team leader. So chin, chin, chin. I got a gin and tonic. Yeah. So because I am a boss, sometimes I get woken up very early in the morning due to someone being not well, having to try and cover shifts and all that. Mm. So what else is everyone else up to? So what time is it for me? It's about 7:30 in the UK. Ooh, not orange, yellow, fluoro yellow. Mm, yeah, I've got a fluoro yellow jacket and fluoro yellow shirts, fluoro red and yellow shirts, which is really funny because our lifeguards wear them too. I used to hate wearing the red and yellow. Go on, Gingy, get the birdie. Hmm? Get the birdie. It's so humid here tonight. I don't know what the temperature is here. It's cool, pretty cool. 11 a.m. in the morning. Oh, that was a live heart. Oh no, that's me. I need to sit up. Huh? Hey, what are you doing? That's my friend. It's funny. I was watching earlier, and it was a hive of activity, and now they've just put a like a poll up. Which one do you reckon is going to go first, the SLS or the SpaceX? Well, I'm glad they just didn't try and rush it. That's one thing. Because we all know what happens when they rush. You know, when they rush things go wrong. Big gingy, big gorgeous gingy Tom. Uh, he can be fun. He can be fun, but he can also be challenging. Yeah, they go bang. Exactly. Yeah. I don't think there was anniversary something coming up. Mm. Oh, so what can we do? What can we look at? Oh, someone's just written in chat, and not our chat, but the space talk chat. Is anyone who says that S will launch before SLS are nuts, crazy. They said, and someone else wrote, need Star Trek shields and transporter systems aboard a starship to be human rated by the Vulcans. What have put the national flag on the barren land and live there? Oh, here he is. Here is Mr. Ginge. What are you doing, bub? Yeah? You come to say hello. Did you come to say hello to the peoples? Hey, you going to say hello to the peoples? Yes. He says, Dad, you're not usually awake at this time. What's going on? Hey, Scooby. Oh, that's right. Maybe that Scooby, or maybe the fact that maybe it's they don't want to go there. I don't know. It's amazing it though. It's something. It's something now. Why have they decided that they want to go back to the moon all of a sudden? They've been spending all this money trying to. Where would you most like to explore, Danny? I guess some of the army bases in Australia. So yeah, some of the Australian Area 51s, so to speak. Yeah, yeah, so it would be cool because I would have very similar footage to some. Well, there are okay. Well, okay. So there is some disclosure. Where you from? You good? You okay? Why they're not? Why they're not working? Just unplug it and plug it back in. Yeah, that's right. No, we go we wish. Yes, Keller's awake. Yeah. So, bit of a bummer. Bit of a bummer that hasn't flown, and they're not even talking anymore. So, but they still have 3,074 people watching the live stream. No, they can't see what I'm saying. I haven't shared it. No one wants to see just a non-launching. Well, I suppose it's probably better than me. Yeah. So, actually, let's have a look at what the weather's going to do today. See, I might even actually be able to take the drone out. Mm, not though. Still don't think it's raining now, but so right. Ooh. Mm, maybe I might take the drone out, guys. I might take the drone out. So um, it's it's currently 13 degrees now. Bloody hell, this chat doesn't. Says, oh, what's going on? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Laura. Sibs. I think conspiracy theorists always think so. They'll just say, "Oh, look, you delayed it, ha ha ha," because it doesn't. It's not really going to happen. Uh-huh. I think they're not going to launch a thing that's going to cost them a lot of money to replace. That's what I think personally, but I think the worst thing NASA could do right now is to launch that bird and it blow up. That's it. I do. Yeah, I'm starting to get that way too. Life's too short to worry about stuff. We can keep worrying about what ifs, what ifs, sort of. Did that really happen? But maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. So I think, hey Daniel, how are you, mate? Just laugh like Elon Musk does when he blows up. Well, yeah, yeah. Da- Dambi, and chat. I can hear it in your accent. Uh, so we were supposed to watch a bird launch, and it didn't. So now I'm sitting here at 4:35 a.m. in the morning on Sunday. Oh, could you possibly put a bit of hot water in that, please? Thank you. Um, Drinking coffee and eating chocolate-coated Western Wheaties, making a right mess. Oh, well, just looking at the weather right now, well, for Sunday, because that's what today is. It says it's going to be about 13. It's currently 13 degrees. Precipitation is a 41% chance. The humidity is 79%. Oh, digestives. Oh, they are digestives.
Good for you. Nothing?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, digestives. Well, they are. There you go, guys. They are chocolate-coated digestives. Dark chocolate digestives are that. So dark chocolate's better for you because it contains less sugar and more cacao. Not cocoa, cacao. So yeah, so it's currently 13 degrees, which is for my American viewers, 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, there's a 41% chance of precipitation, humidity 79%, and the wind is 23 kilometers an hour. Thank you very much. Cheers. So just looking at it now, it says Sunday 5 a.m. a bit of rain. Oh, sorry, I've been looking at the wrong thing. Bugger. So it says Sunday rain. Yeah, icky. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are sunny. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boo. I'm off Thursday though. So Thursday. Actually, am I off Thursday? Yes. I'm off Thursday, and it's raining on Friday.
Storm.
Nah, it's not a storm, that's just rain. Storm's got like lightning bolts in it. Saturday, sunny weather. So if I was to look at where I'm heading towards, actually let's look at let's break down today's weather. Will it do it? No. Now it's got up to 80% chance of rain. Damaging winds near the coast. Oh, awesome. About 20 degrees it's going to hit today. Yeah. We're almost at the maximum temperature, so I feel a bit cool at the moment, but hope you're dipping them, Danny. I am. Well, sort of, kind of, yes. You've got to dip them. You have to dip biscuits. You all take care. I have to go to film. Okay. See you, Betty. Thanks for coming in and popping in and saying hi. And I'm glad I was on a time that's relatively nice for you. We all forget about other countries that may watch our live streams and how they may laugh aloud. My son is a magician. He makes dark digestives vanish. Me too. See you later. See you later, Betty. So I'm gonna look up where I'm going. So I'll have a look at where I'm going. See what the weather's like there. Hey,
Okay, like a plan.
Actually, I want to look at the radar here. I want to see if there's any chance I might. Well, I won't be able to. I won't be able to fly before I go because of simply today, which is now. So obviously I'm going to sit there and have to pack my bag today. So make sure it's ready to go. Um, uh, I'm just looking at the radar. There's no clouds. Oh, oh, there's a lot of clouds coming though. There's a lot of rain coming here, so that sucks, doesn't it? I don't like ginger biscuits. We can get what's called a ginger nut, and everyone loves them. I hate them; they're horrible. I'm not a very big fan of ginger.
Anzac biscuits.
No, don't like Anzac biscuits either. I know, I'm Australian.
That's a little different.
I like all the ingredients in an Anzac biscuit, but I just don't like Anzac biscuits. So, if anyone knows, the major ingredients in Anzac biscuits are rolled oats and golden syrup. Besides other stuff, but they're the main ingredients. So I like golden syrup, and I love it. I love Oh, you don't like coconut biscuits?
Jam drops.
Yep, jam drops are good. I've got cinnamon and brown sugar biscuits. They're French. Haven't opened them, but they probably go with coffee. Yep.
Can you say hello to everyone for me?
Yep. Kel says hello, everyone. Kel's phone broke the other day, guys, so you can use my phone if you wish.
The speakers.
Just unplug the plug and plug it back in. It should work. Because it does that sometimes. Oh, you're allergic to coconut. Oh, wow. That sucks, doesn't it? So you got to be very careful with island foods and when I say island, like Pacific Island food and in Malaysian dishes, and we'll say Asian dishes because they contain a lot of coconut. So if anyone sees my chat start talking, it's not me, it's Kalisha. So because Kalisha's using my account at the moment because she can't use her account because she can't sign into her account because her phone's broken and she needs a two-step she has a two-step verification on her YouTube. So it sends back a message to her phone, which she then has to sit there and say, yes, it's me. But obviously her phone is kaput, so basically she can't do that. So really, that's pretty cool, Scoops. You can watch the jet streams and temps live, etc. Cool. I'm watching the radar at the moment. The radar, so we've got a radar station not far from us. So actually, that's something I'll probably go look at, one day. Maybe go not explore it, but go up there and sort of film. And I won't be able to fly the drone though because I believe where the actual radar station is in a no-fly zone. a major no-fly zone. So not even a flight, not even a no-fly zone where you can't. So like you can launch next to an airport. You only get up to about 15 meters high. So they come out and say something to you. Trying to work out where the radar station is. So basically, the closest radar station to me is Mount Staple, Mount Mount Stapleton. Which, if anyone sits and goes, oh yeah, I know where Kenny lives. I don't live anywhere near that place. It just happens to be the closest one. Like it's about at least maybe two, maybe between an hour or 2 hours away, roughly. Actually, I'm quite interested to know where that is now. So. Announced it. Oh, I think I know where it is. Actually, it looks quite nice around there. Actually, let's see if I have any pins. I do. There is something up there. So basically, people, where this radar station is, where this radar station is, oh, Mount Stapleton, that looks really nice. I might share that picture with people. We can share that picture, can't we? Google won't get upset, will they? So let's just. Who wants me to go there? You can go there, so they won't not allow you there, but I don't think I can fly my drone there, so I think it would be something that they might get a bit antsy about because being a radar station, obviously they rely on it to do the weather. Um, oh, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Liam, you sent news about Bournemouth issue. Silly people flying drones. Yeah, so it's actually stupid for people to fly near the airports now. Um, Matt does fly near the airports. He's even made it quite knowledgeable that he does. But he explains to everybody and says, "Hey guys, just let you know, yes, I do fly near an airport, but I am in constant radio, not just sort of like pulling up there in his car, van, whatever he drives, and sits there and gets the drone out there, zoop, zooms it up in the air. He actually makes contact with the tower and says, "Hey." So everybody, just so you know, again, this is Kalisha. So Kalisha saying, good day, Laura, Daniel, Liam, Shelley, Scooby, the pedantic Joker, and everyone here. Love heart. So yeah, that's Cal on my account. So because her phone's not working. No, I'm not down Bournemouth. I'm up north. Oh, yeah. So basically, I'm going to share a photograph, guys, if you don't mind. If you do, oh well, I'm going to share it anyway. So this is Mount Stapleton. I've got to go back to this one because I realised last night you actually have to add it to the stream, not like StreamYard. So, icky. So, hmm. So that's the Mount Stapleton radar. So the weather radar up there. This one. Yep. So this is their pictures on Google Maps. So that's obviously the radar there, which I might be able to. I'll actually have to. Um, I'll have to look. I'll have to look at the maps and see if I can actually fly my drone anywhere near it. Because you might not be able to launch it near it, but oh, there's some person up there. What? You can climb up there? No way. No way. Really? You can climb up there? Like, I meant like there's tours up there maybe? Or is he that's the view from up there, man. Like, that's beautiful. Actually, let's go to Google Maps. Like map. Oh, how do I let's go there. Okay, let's get out of this. Let's see if there's a street view there. No. Um radar. Okay, there's the Mount Stapleton radar. Uh says it's open 24 hours, so obviously you can go, I can drive there. Let's see if there's a street view. Oh, there's no street view there. No, it's no street view. Oh, icky. There's no street view. All right. Well, so I do have something down there. What's that? Is that one of my pins? It is. It's one of my pins. All right, guys. Well, here's something. Here's something that some of us who are of older things. I don't know if they actually have in the UK, but we have a drive-in there. So there is a drive-in. We have a drive-in theatre, and this is what you do when back in the day you used to be able to drive your car up and watch a movie on a screen. So that's one. Well, I think it is. I think it's the last. It's the last remaining. It's the last remaining drive-in in Australia. Yeah, big vanilla lollipop. Yeah, it looks like there's a storm near you. Yeah, there's one down the. We get pop up drive-in cinemas, but nothing permanent. Oh yeah, cool. So yeah, so basically yeah, this is the Yatla. Like it's a bit of a drive away from me. So I would say about 50. Look, it's a Honda Civic. Go the VTEC. um, so they still have events there. So car clubs, obviously, you know. Oh, it's nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, that takes a lot of people back, to the 50s. It still looks original. My dad would have loved that place. By the way, if anyone's watching, happy Father's Day. Yeah, it's a hard time of year, Father's Day for me. So happy Father's Day. Happy Heavenly Father's Day to my dad and all the dads out there. And if it isn't Father's Day with you, well, love to your dads as well. Anyway. Mm, so ice cream, potato flakes. What the hell's a potato flake? Potato flakes. But no idea. So, and that's what it looks like in. Uh, oh, look at that beast. So yeah, guys, if you've never been to a hmm, if you've never been to a drive-in, that's what it looks like, guys. So we watched Jaws projected on a screen whilst in the pool last month. That was a giggle. Yeah. Well, my cousin in Sydney's got a blow up screen. Like he's got a screen that he inflates with a pump. It's like a permanent pump, like an inflatable jumping castle type of thing. So it actually got fans on the side of it. I'm pretty sure it's got one or two, but anyway, he got it from Aldi's, believe it or not. And it basically, yeah, it just projects it onto the screen and you can watch it whilst you're in the pool or in the backyard, or you basically just say, yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't been down there to watch it, but I've seen pictures of him doing it. Uh, so it's quite amazing. And like that screen looks tiny, but it's actually quite big. It's quite big comparative, like it's massive. There you go. So that's what it looks like. Killer Queen. Ah. Ooh, nice little Mustang there. Is it Mustang? No, maybe not. Hang on, what is that? I don't even know what car that is. It looks like a Mustang, but it's not. Maybe it is. Fastback. Ah, so it says a. Oh, that's a bit risque. Oh, nice Chevy. So a lot of the old cars go there. So when I was a young boy, my dad used to go to places like this too. We used to take us. Well, they have a market there, yes, which they used to do in Blacktown. So when I used to live in Sydney, they used to have two drive-ins in Sydney. So they had the Bass Hill Drive-In and the Blacktown twin. They were both twin drive-ins. The Blacktown and the Bass Hill twin drive-in. So basically, so what was the best thing about having a drive-in? Well, number one, you could sit in your own car in the comfort of your own car. So if your car had comfortable seats, you're able to sit there and watch a movie in the comfort of your seat in your car. Um, you could drive in, watch a movie, and you had the choice of four movies because obviously they would run one movie on one field, one movie on the other field, and then they would run another one they run two, They run two movies on one field and two movies on the other field, and generally they were different. Advantages are is that you could potentially watch four films, and there was a way that you drove up and they used to have a speaker, but there was also a way where you could tune in. So you're able to connect something to your aerial, I think, and then tune in. You could tune in, but the fact of the matter is that once the radios got good enough, you didn't even have to connect a cord. You could basically just tune into that station, and you could actually hear the soundtrack from the soundtrack or the audio track from the drive-in. So um, we actually got a point. We were actually quite sneaky back in the days when I first got my license and all that. So we a group of us would go to Bass Hill Shopping Centre in Sydney, and if you drove up on the roof car park, there's a certain position where you can just see the screen. So basically, what we used to do is we used to sit there and used to tune into it was close enough that you could still tune into to the broadcast, and you can actually listen to it, and you can actually sit there and watch the movie at the same time. So it was pretty funny. But then security used to rousing you for being in the shopping centre car park because obviously it's private land. It's obviously their land, so they actually got smart to us doing that. So they put a lock there, like a gated. It was gated, so big steel boomy gate thing closed over it, so it locked it off. So, but we still used to go up there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. What else? What else we got there? Oh, nice little pickup. Looks like a Chevy. Actually, might be a Ford. I don't know. Says, please turn off headlights. Nice little sunset. So yeah, headlights obviously wreck it. Oh, well, that's steering wheel. Wow, that's kind of weird. It's got a divot in it. That's weird too because it's left-hand drive. There you go. The people driving there or a hot rod markets. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, look at that panel van. What they used to call sin bins here. Yeah. So yeah. So both Kalisha and I are celebrating Father's Day today, and both our both our dads are up there laughing, joking, probably meeting each other. They probably sit there and go, "Here you go, mate." Yeah, not sure if they've got beer on tap up there. My dad wasn't much of a beer drinker, although to give my dad a Southern comfort, he was a hoot, an absolute hoot. Yes, I know. That's the thing. See, that's exactly right. My dad is with me because when time to get PJs on, I think, and get snuggly. Really, but it's only 8 o'clock for you. I think it's only 8 o'clock. It's not bedtime yet, or maybe just get ready for bed. Rome Fest is the best too. Yeah, they have Chrome Fest down on the Central Coast, where Cleach is from, around that way. So oh, you love PJs, yeah. I suppose it's the same, yeah. I'm the same. I don't wear PJs, but I wear clean street clothes to bed. I'm not one of those people who I can't sleep. Yeah, not in winter. Not at least not in winter time. I can't sleep with nothing on. Well, when I say nothing, I do mean like I wear clothes, but I just obviously I can get. I'm not one of those people who can go to bed without a shirt, even in the middle of summer. Like I used to when I was younger, but then I always wore a singlet because I get a chill very easily. Sounds really weird because I get so hot that I sweat, and I know that's your body's natural reaction to get cool, but still, still smell food. That's right, because I cooked lamb yesterday. The lamb smell's still in the air. We had lamb for dinner last night. Slow cooked lamb in a slow cooker, which was really nice. Just a leg of lamb that I had in the freezer. So basically, I slow cooked it, and that'll be lunch today, possibly dinner tonight, if not tomorrow. Just what I'm trying to use all the food up. So I never used to wear them, but you can't exactly be sleeping naked when you have kids. Why not? Sue says hubby sweats too much, so he wears a t-shirt because he tosses the covers off and yeah, gets cold. Yeah, me too. I'm exactly the same. Danny is a master secret chef. Well, yeah. If anyone's on my personal if anyone's on my personal Instagram, you'll see that I do cook. Yes, I do understand what you meant, Sue. Yeah, I'm on the same page. I wasn't thinking anything rude. It's true. I do too. Like that's the trouble. I'm very restless in bed. I'm very restless. I basically will toss and turn, get so hot, take the covers off, wake up it's cold. Ooh, Denny, did you see what I tagged you in yesterday on Facebook? I certainly did. A squealing frog. I'm sure it was the frog squealing. I was hoping it was your cat's going to make a noise because I thought, yeah. So the cat. I was hoping your cats were going to make noise. I thought it was your cats making noise, but then realised it was a frog. Yeah, the frog was making like this squealing noise, and I would too because I had two big cats wanting to eat them. Frogs are alright. I like frogs. Frogs are nice. They're nice. They can be cute. They can be ugly too, but they can be cute. It's the toads that I don't like. The toads, they're ugly. They're ugly. And you know what? They actually eat frogs. So, mm, so don't like toads. Mm, Don't build an app on bubble. Trying to think what else I can share. But I know they don't eat them, but still, just, when something has the potential to eat you, so do vixens. Uh, yeah. Ooh. Actually, I'll try and see if I can find a photograph of the Basil driving where I find it quite fitting. I would have loved to explore this back in the days. Yeah. So uh, so this is quite fitting being Father's Day. So don't eat them. They play with them. Well, some animals play with their food, don't they? I'm not keen on big frogs. Don't mind them when they're little. They have some weird disease around here. Turns them an odd colour. It's freaky. They can't be any freakier than a toad. Toads. All right, Clisha. If that's it, you've said everyone can jump up. They know that's it. Don't put up again. Mm. They The launch was cancelled due to leaks in the hydrogen tanks. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, so if anybody was interested in the space launch, they actually had a leakage in well, when they say leakage, it was actually not seated properly. So one of the tubes that does the hydrogen tanks, or the liquid hydrogen. So, which is obviously the fuel that they use to get up. Was it the fuel? Yeah, liquid hydrogen. Yeah, the fuel. Yeah. So, quite explosive stuff. So basically, I guess you don't really want to muck around with it. Well, it's part hydrogen and oxygen, so it's used for fuel. So I think that's right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Uh, see for yourself. It's on YouTube. Yeah. So, um, so yeah. So hydrogen. I'm pretty sure. Hydrogen's what they use. Uh, the fuel. That's it. It's correct. So yeah, liquid. So according to NASA. So, according to NASA, it says liquid hydrogen is the fuel choice for exploration. Despite criticism and early technical failures, the taming of liquid hydrogen proved to be one of NASA's most significant technical accomplishments. Hydrogen, a light and extremely powerful rocket propellant, has the lowest molecular weight of any known substance and burns with extreme intensity, 5,500 degrees Fahrenheit. In combustion with an oxidizer such as liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen yields the highest specific impulse or efficiency in relation to the amount of propellant consumed of any known rocket propellant. Because liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen are both cryogenics gases that can be liquefied only at extreme low temperatures, they pose enormous technical challenges. Liquid hydrogen must be stored at minus 423 degrees Fahrenheit and handled with extreme care. To keep it from evaporating or boiling off, rocket fuel with liquid hydrogen must be carefully insulated from all sources of heat, such as rocket engine exhaust and air friction during flight through the atmosphere. Once the vehicle reaches space, it must be protected from the radiant heat of the sun. When the liquid hydrogen absorbs heat, it expands rapidly, thus venting is necessary to prevent the tanks from exploding. Metal Metals exposed to the extreme cold or liquid hydrogen become brittle. Moreover, liquid hydrogen can leak through the minute pores in welded seams. Solving all these problems requires enormous amounts of technical expertise in rocket and aircraft fuel cultivated over a decade by researchers at the National Advisory Committee of Aeronautics and ACA, Lewis Flight Propulsion Laboratory in Cleveland. So what it is Century is raised into the J Tower for testing at the Point Loma early 1950s. Oh, wow. So basically, yeah. So liquid hydrogen is the fuel of choice. So that's what actually happened. So basically, they were trying to fill up the fuel um, on the actual rocket, and it leaked. It wasn't seated properly. So there's a video of a guy in a VW camper running them over. He describes his mission to deal with them. Yeah, well, okay. Well, a funny thing is when my mum and dad, my late father and mum, moved into the town where I used to live in Sydney, when they it used to be a excuse me, itchy, used to be a swamp, I guess. There was a swamp around there, so they filled it in. Um, when I say swamp, it wasn't a very big swamp. Obviously, it was able to be filled in. It was just like more like a water hole, and obviously the powers to be when they were making land choices to clear the land, actually, yeah, filled it in, and there was a lot of displaced frogs. No, they weren't cane toads; they were frogs. But the ones that my dad and my dad described it. My mum and dad described it when they were driving down the driveway. It sounded like popping noises. It sounded like things going pop, 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 pop. Because there was just a whole lot of them. So basically, they were driving down a driveway that had cement for where the wheels were, and it was like pop, 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 pop. Oh, that's what the guy was running over me. Oh yeah, cool, cool. Yeah. So they were running over frogs, and it was making popping noises, and it sounded almost like I think Mum was saying it sounded like when you bounce a tennis ball. That noise, that noise you get. So it sounded like that. Like, but imagine it going like bouncing a tennis ball like about 50 times at various different times. That's what it sounded like. So I have driven over a cane toad here, and basically the first time I did it, I actually was mortified because I ran over a living creature. And I know, sounds weird, they're horrible looking and all the rest of it, but they're still living. I actually got really I actually just literally like got out and I went, oh, I killed this thing, yuck. And then I literally watched this cane toad guts was out of it. And I thought, yeah, it's definitely dead. So I proceeded to walk back towards it, obviously running over it. I ran over it. Because they're pretty camouflage. Because if there's dirt or debris on the road, sometimes you just run over it. You just, you don't try and avoid it. And sometimes you can't because there's cars on the other side of the road. So, yeah. Anyway, as I got closer to this cane toad, and this cane toad wasn't the big cane toads you get in North Queensland, because North Queensland get big cane toads, so they get big cane toads like almost this size, like a dinner plate size, quite quite massive. Anyway, I got close enough to it, and it actually sucked its innards, its stomach contents, whatever else went out. It sucked it all back into its body and proceeded to bounce away. And now I ran over this thing with a vehicle. Mind you, it was only a little Sigma, so it was a tiny car, but it basically sucked its guts back into it and basically, yeah, yeah, basically sucked its guts back in and yeah, survived, bounced off. And that's the same with roos here too. So that's the same with kangaroos. People sit there and go, "Oh, they're so cute, and they're so this. You should, you know, doesn't every Australian have a pet kangaroo?" Well, no, I wouldn't have a pet kangaroo because they are quite vicious. They are quite territorial, and they are quite vicious, and they are quite dangerous to be near because they actually have very, very powerful legs, obviously. And let's face facts, they can jump over 4 foot, 5 foot fences. They can literally bounce over the top of them. The big red roos can, yeah. Yeah. I would say 5 foot. Yeah, I don't think they go much higher than that. But then again, I'm not not the most knowledgeable person about stuff. So yeah, but yeah. So what else you about? Oh wow, they're all sitting there now inspecting. Just looking at the live feed now. They're just looking at the Starbase Live. They've got people there looking now, so all the engineers, all the people on big bucks are actually trying to look at and say, "Oh yeah, this is what happened. That's what happened. What can we do?" It must be really bad. It must be really disheartening for them. You know what I mean? It's disheartening for us as fellow watchers of space explore. It must be really frustrating financially too. So for them, interesting. I wonder if it survived then or just went off to, well, yeah. Well, they actually do survive because, um, yeah, my friend's not so nice to, yeah, my, my friend's kind of not very nice to toads. So, yeah, I don't really want to dob him in too much, but let's just say it's involved some elements of cricket stumps. They don't survive after a cricket stump, but they do survive after a cricket bat. Um, they yeah, it depend. I guess it depends. Like, like obviously I might not have hit it correctly, and maybe it did die eventually. I don't know, but but maybe it did. I've hit a roo though. I've hit a small kangaroo in my oh, in my car, and it actually has damaged my car. That's all they do. They damage. They're so powerful, so muscular. It basically like damages cars. It's written. I've seen cars written off. Anyway, moving on for that. Mm, yeah. So, but when I hit the kangaroo, like Kel was in the car. We were up at Tenterfield. I think. Well, we're actually no, we're on our way home from Tenterfield. And, yeah, this thing was sitting on the side of the road, and I drove. Like we see them on the side of the road. So, so yeah, we actually do see them. And yeah, it just come out, boof, straight in front of me. Actually, I could share that video. I found a video like that the other day. I haven't put it up to yeah. Reptile Park has a lot of kangaroos. Yeah. Well, okay, so I look at it this way, Laura. Yes, they can be done, but they're not dumb if that makes sense. Um, like I believe that they don't know what a road is because hey, the road wasn't there always. We're the ones who put the roads there. We're the ones who put the vehicles there. So they're basically just going to their place where they used to always go. They used to bounce across. But they do get wise. They do get wise now. So we do have a lot of what they call wildlife crossings. Oh, guys, I'm just hearing something. Oh, there you go. I could hear an animal or a frog making noise, and I started thinking, that's weird. It's actually at NASA. Should be. It's actually at NASA. So NASA's actually NASA's actually got a never mind all these throwaway rockets. Look, there's reusable ones. So my view on this rocket, exciting, love it. Um, if you see the film The Call, that pretty much describes NASA and finance. Okay, well I'll have to look that up. Cool. Um, that'll be 2003 movie. Oh, yep, on its way. Someone's uploaded more Neighbours episodes. Yay. Neighbours, everyone needs good neighbours. Yep, so I'm actually getting that movie now, Scooch. Thanks, I'll have a look at that. Watched your drone vid this morning, Danny. I've been singing Waltzing Matilda in my head ever since. Man, you know what? You know what's really funny is I sat there and I originally got that song. Okay, so basically I got that song and I said, "Oh, it's no copyright. It's no copyright." And I sat down. I went, "Oh, really? It can't be no copyright." So I sat there and I played it and I played it and I went, you know what? Actually, it's actually an Aussie theme. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use it on my intro. Anyway, I sat there and I actually sat there and I went, wow, you know what? I'm going to use it. So, um, and then I looked it up out of curiosity. I thought, oh no, now I've put it on my video. Now I'm going to get copyrighted. So anyway, I went and looked it up on Google, and it is one of many songs that are no longer under copyright because it was written over 70 plus years ago. So once an actual piece of music is more than 70 years of age in Australia, and I think the only place that it actually has copyright is in America. I'll jump on Google now. What was it? Waltzing Matilda. Waltzing Matilda, who bloody killed her? Waltzing, W-A-L-T. W-A-L-T. Waltzing Matilda. Not by him, but anyway. Waltzing Matilda. You're right. Okay. So, according to TrishAndOz.com, Waltzing Matilda. Okay. It says there is some controversy and angst in Australia about the copyright status of Waltzing Matilda. Whilst the general public would most likely be of the view that it belongs to the people of the actual fact that it isn't simple. Australia and worldwide copyright except for the USA. So the only place in the world that is copyrighted is apparently in America. Go figure. So copyright in Australia lasts for 50 years after the death of creator of the work. So once the singer has written the song and performed the song, 50 years after that person has passed away or left this earth, that music is no longer able to be copyright. So, which is really weird because I'm pretty sure there is some songs. So, there is some songs that pretty much are still copyrighted, even though. But see, this is where it is, right? This is where it gets really antsy because that's only in Australia. So most stuff. That's why most artists go to America because in America their laws are a complete different playing field. So basically, in America, I think their laws are a lot more different. So it says, so copyright in Australia lasts 50 years after the death of the creator of the work. After the death of the creator, the original version of Waltzing Matilda was written in 1895 by Banjo Patterson. Banjo never claimed a copyright for it. He died in 1941, so his original words of the song came out of copyright in 1991. Christina McPherson also never claimed copyright for the music. She died in 1936, so any copyright on the music would have expired in 1986. Banjo Patterson sold the lyrics to Waltzing Matilda to Angus and Robertson Publishers in 1895, and they in turn sold it in 1902 to James Inglis and Co., the owner of the Billy T trademark. Marie Cowan, the wife of one of the managers of the Billy T Company, rewrote the lyrics and set it again to music using the original Christine McPherson version of Inspiration. This was freely distributed by the Billy T Company with their product in 1907. The Sydney University got permission from the Billy T Company to use Waltzing Matilda in a songbook They were allowed to do so on a proviso that they acknowledged that James Inglis and co owned the song. In effect, this implied de facto rights to the song. No formal copyright request was lodged, so this too would be out of copyright. It appears that at some time, Allen's music company started publishing music sheets for Maurice Cowan's version of Waltzing Matilda. They too never claimed copyright in Australia or overseas. However, there is a twist when it comes to the US of A. It appears that Carl Fisher Music falsely copyrighted the song in the United States as on original composition in 1941. Since there was no challenge to this by anybody, this copyright in the US stands. The copyright in the US subsequently renewed by them. When the Australian used What's in Matilda in the closing ceremonies of the Atlanta Olympics in 1996, they had to pay royalties to Carl Fisher Music. It just so happens that Carl Fisher Music is only acting as an agent for Allen Music in Australia, and the royalties collected in the United States were remitted back to Allen's Music in Australia. Allen's Music went into liquidation in 2012 and was bought by Australian Music Imports. Conclusion: there is no copyright for Waltzing Matilda in all countries of the world except for the United States. The copyright is registered by Carl Fisher Music. So technically, I'm not committing copyright. So if YouTube comes to me and says, "Hey, you've actually gone, you know," so basically, yeah. So basically, if they make a copyright claim, oh really? Who said that? Yeah, John's just put something on. John's put something on. What did he put up? Where did he put it? I don't even know where he put it. Live streams up there. Thanks. Remember, it only gives you 6 hours to YouTube EVMux. Oh. Well, I probably won't even reach 6 hours. So I only had 3 hours before, and I've only been on now since for an hour and a half. So yeah. So it was true. I thought you said, John, that it I thought you said, John, that there had no restrictions. Hmm. Uh, uh, apparently, EVMux will only give me 6 hours on YouTube. Is that 6 hours continuous, or is it 6 hours in total? I wonder. Okay, where are we at? So Adrian's in. Hey, Adrian. And Adrian's basically doing the rounds, saying good hellos, or just saying hellos, as he does. Very nice man, gentlemen. Then just watched it online and skipped to around 32 minutes and 23 seconds. Okay, yep, no worries. But I always like to download a movie. I download it, watch it, and I delete it. So basically, yeah, I don't mind watching a movie. If it's a good enough movie, I'll watch it again sometimes. So yeah, basically, oh, there you go. There you go. It says, remember, only gives you 6 hours to YouTube EVMux. Yeah, it has no restrictions if you use EVMux on its own. It's unlimited, but if you use it to YouTube on the free package, it's 6 hours. There you go. There you go. So yeah, it has no restrictions if you use EVMux on its own. It's unlimited. But if you use it to YouTube on the free package, it's 6 hours. Hmm. There you go. That's something. Oh well. So guys, if the stream goes down, it's $50 billion channels. Hmm. Why not a credit card? You get air miles. Uh, I think there was a joke. I think there was a joke once I read. I'm watching Great Australian Bake Off. Oh, cool. Not really. I like. I don't. I'm not really. Oh, cool. Ollie's been shopping. Ollie's been shopping. Let's see, Frank's, I think it was General. Yeah. So Ollie's bought bought that back from Norway. Oh, stuff, but it's all that's all on storage on storage for now. I'll get into that. Uh, so yeah, okay. So obviously I get 6 hours through. So obviously if the oh yep, you're off for a bit. See you, Scoob. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on either two guys. It's starting to be sunrise here, which is real shame because it would be such an awesome end to my day, and it would be something awesome to actually go watch the sunrise on Father's Day, sit there with Dad. But guess what? Instead, I'm going to sit down on the couch. It's me, cliche. Huh? It's me, Kalish, using Dan's phone because my phone broke. Glad to see you're here, Adrian. Yeah, so Adrian, if someone sends you kisses or whatever else, like I mean, like in a female way, it's not me. It's definitely not me. I'll hold my hands up here. I'm doing like like a sleazy P. I have a person typing in the background. Go have a chilled out day, Danny, with Cal. Yeah, well, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch a couple of my dad's favourite movies. I'm going to sit down and watch a couple of dad's favourite movies. Yeah, and I'll talk to Cal. I'll talk to Cal and see what she's got. See if she's got some movies that she wants to watch that she used to watch with her dad, and we can both share some memories. And yeah. Which, what are you looking at, Gingy? Gingy? Gingy boy, hey. Sometimes I think this cat's deaf, but he's Gingy, hey. Gingy, hey. You doing, Bubby? What you doing? What you doing, baby? Can I show the world what you're doing? You're gonna see my messy house, but can they see what you're doing? You're not gonna move already? Let's see how I turn off this background because this seems a bit weird. Here we go. Background off. Boom. In HD. He's gonna get up as soon as he sees me move. He'll get up. Hey, Gigi, you're going on YouTube. Is it okay? To have your permission? Yes, Gigi boy. Gigi boy. One is not amused, is it? One does not sit up all night playing and then have daddy get up at this early hour in the morning. Usually I get a bit of kip. Why are you got your ears back for? Gingy? Hello? Gingy? No, he's not amused. Look, there we go. You there? You looking? Hello? Say hello. Oh, there goes the tail. That means he's annoyed. Apparently. I don't know. They say that. They say that about cats. They say that excuse me. They say that when cats wag their tails, focus, focus, focus. That's better. They say that when cats wag their tails, it means they're annoyed. So boom, 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 boom. So this is really apparently this is my camera in full HD. What background can I use? This is a plain black one, I think. Give the computer a bit of rest. Go away, Dad. Yeah, that's what he says to me all the time. Cat tube. Oh, something's happening in the background. You know what? There's something else. Just getting back to what this stream is about. So I'll keep on. So next attempt is in October or starting 2:30 a.m. I'm just reading on this NASA website. So obviously someone's asked a question and they've just retracted it because they've realised someone's already answered. Is it possible for an astronaut to be afraid of heights, or would that just not work? What the heck? I just looked up helico and Peter. I had no idea that helicopters may just be the most perfect descriptive name in the English language. Just don't look down, someone said. Yep, so yeah. Well, you can't be afraid of heights because you're going extreme heights if you're in a bloody rocket ship. Some people are shoot. Okay. Um, yeah. Haha, go away, Dad. Yeah, I read that one. So, yeah, but apparently they say that when cats wag their tails, it means they're annoyed. But I don't know. I beg to differ because Gingy will wag his tail if he's annoyed. If Gingy's annoyed, his tail will wag, but it wags violently, and you hear thump, 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 thump on the ground, like it basically thumps whatever he hits. So he's basically doing it violently. But there's been times where I come home from work and I oh That's kind of freaky. My window just started moving. The actual blind started moving. That is kind of weird. I can hear it's windy outside though, but my window is closed and it's moving. I don't know if you guys can hear, but the birds are going crazy outside and it's windy. I don't know if you can hear that wind. It's like a yeah, no, that was me, Ginge. I'm sorry, Bob. But yeah, cats' tails do have a mind of their own. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought too. I would have thought that too. But yeah, but apparently there has come out that there were um some astronauts that were afraid of heights, had fear of heights. Well, to be fair, if you go up in a plane, yeah, there you go, Bertie. Is he named after Bertie Beetle? Bertie Beetle's the chocolate in Australia. I think it is Bertie Beetle chocolate. Yeah. So when I come home from work, Gingy will meow like mad, rub up against me, obviously leaving his scent there. It might be Ghosty Sue. It might be. It might be Dad. It might be my dad. You know, it might be Lucia and my dad because he's heard that I'm gonna play one of his favourite movies, so he's probably coming in. So to say hello and sit down. Um, so yeah, when I come home, he rubs his scent on me, and he'll go meow, 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 and then his tail is wagging. His tail is wagging like it, but it's soft wave. It's just like a soft wag like that. But when he gets annoyed, it gets into a violent one. It gets into a so yeah. Believe it or not, Bertie was Betsy until we took him out to our vet. The lady who had the kittens swore he was a girl. Oh well, that's funny because my mum used to have a bird, and she called the bird Gabriel, which happens to be my youngest son's name, Gabriel. Um, and she called him Gabriel. Anyway, Gabriel was Gabriel. Mum had Gabriel. Bertie is the big fluff in the bed on Facebook. Danny. Okay, cool. I'll check it out later. Um, anyway, so mum had Gabriel, and Gabriel. By the way, Gabriel is a gender neutral name anyway because you can be Gabriel male or female. Um, hence why my son asked me when I was down there last seeing him. He said, "Oh, um, it's basically, that's a girl's name." He goes, "It's a boy's and a girl's name at the end of the day." You know. Anyway, so basically, anyway, my mum was living with my grandmother. I think this was after my mum and dad split up. So mum and dad went their separate ways, and mum moved in with my grandparents for a while before she got set up for herself. So, um, anyway, walked out one day and there was an egg sitting in a made nest, said nest. Anyway, from that time forward, Gabriel was called Gabriella because all things like when you sex a bird, obviously, probably Tim would know this better than most of us. Obviously, he would probably have some understanding about sexing a bird. Yeah, so basically, it had all the markings of a male bird, um, and it must have gender changed or something. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I've looked. Yeah, if you look at Gingy, and obviously I've seen Gingy because Gingy's not got no shame. Gingy will sit up there, full spread eagle. He's obviously been desexed. He's obviously had his testicles removed um, because it's part and parcel when you buy animals in Australia. Unless you have a breeder's license, you're not allowed to own an animal unless it's desexed. That's the law now. That's just to prevent them from. Um, yeah. Oh, I used to have a girl ginger cat, believe it or not. Yeah. So yeah, that's very rare, as you say. Yeah. Anyway, so basically, he still got the money bag. So Gingy still got the money bag, just not the money in the purse. So it's still basically, for all intensive purposes, he still looks like a male cat because it's still there. So, um, but apparently, what I've heard is that they have the ability. It's either cats or dogs. I think it's mainly cats. They have the ability to suck the testicles back up into their abdomen. So, or their scrotal thing, whatever, they can actually suck it back up and towards their body. And I think it's because during arguments, during fights, it's to protect their manlyhood from being damaged. You know what I mean? Or whilst they're climbing or something. I'm not 100% sure. As I said, I'm not a vet or an animal expert by all means, but I believe that's the reason why. I believe that it's because to protect itself. So yeah, basically, we've had animals where they've been desexed and they've turned around and said, "Listen, just let you know, it cost a bit more because we actually had to go inside to the body to get the other testy because it was inside the animal." And people get your male animals neutered. Like the male animal is a lot more easier to get neutered than the females. Like yeah. Like I've had a female dog who was desexed, and yeah, pretty much it was horrible. Like her stitches broke and her guts fell out of her stomach. She survived. She survived. We just covered him in a wet cloth, and it's cheaper too. Yeah, yeah. And also, if you do have a male cat, they generally don't spray. They don't spray everywhere. So male cats spray where it's quite uh, not nice. They actually leave their scent, and their scent is basically just almost like pure urine. I'm not saying it stops it, but it does make it a lot better. I've had a cat where we didn't have the cat for very long because even I we surrendered it back to the place we got it from, which was the RSPCA, which is Royal Society for Prevention Against Cruelty to Animals. And we actually took it there and we said, listen, we've tried everything. This animal is destructive. The cat was just spaying everywhere, even though it was neutered. It would scratch everywhere. It would just urinate everywhere. I think it had psychological problems, and also I think it had some medical problems too. So basically, we had to make the decision where we had to surrender the cat because we just weren't able to look after it. And I know people are going to look down at us, but you know what? We didn't dump it. We didn't just get it put down. We actually took it to a place and we said, listen, look, we've tried everything. We can't deal with it. We can't have it. The animal's causing massive, massive destruction. Like it was to the point where, it would just basically, you come home and the place would be, yeah. not nice. So it happens. It happens. You know what I mean? I've even had a cat. I've even had a cat that I couldn't actually home. I couldn't actually home. Like I looked after this cat. This cat used to love us, but it just went. It just left us one day and went lived with the neighbour. Wouldn't come back. Went to the neighbour and wouldn't come back. So yeah, I just said to the neighbour. That was my mum. That was when my mum, because what basically it was my cat, and I gave it to my mum, and my mum was looking after it. My mum is an animal person. My mum's an animal person. Doesn't matter what type of animal it is. Mum's the type of person who walks down the street and basically says hello to every single animal that she passes, whether it be a horse, animal, dog, cat, whatever, bird, whatever. She just loves animals. Um, Wonderful soul she is. Beautiful. Love you, mum. If you're watching, which you're not, she doesn't. She's not on YouTube, but mum's going through stuff at the moment, so thinking of mum today too. So yeah, those who know. I've shared with people. I've shared with people what mum's going through. So obviously, I won't go too much into it, but yeah, um, we believe him for goodness. Hey, he's Tim. Hey, Tim. Just so you know, Tim, I'm actually quite fading at the moment. I'm actually fading really quickly. I'm a bit tired because I actually got up to watch this space launch. That didn't happen. So yeah, big build up, and I was up really late last night talking on YouTube. So or this morning, I think I went to bed at what 12 midnight, and I don't go to sleep straight away. So I think I was listening to a live stream. Now I know some people don't watch the live streams, but I listen to them. I listen to them because you know why? You guys, my YouTube family, bring me comfort, and sometimes I don't have a lot of comfort. Sometimes, like I'm not putting nothing against Kalisha. Kalisha's great company. I'm not saying that at all, but sometimes sometimes you just need company of someone outside. You know what I mean? Like just people that you talk to, friends. You know what I mean? Because there's friends you can talk to, and there's partners you can talk to. You know what I mean? So and I don't have a whole lot of friends where I live, so that's right. And I just want to say that I appreciate you as a community, as La Familia. La Familia. I will call you family. Like if any of you guys ever came to Australia, jugs on, brew of Australian tea or coffee, you're all welcome. And even if you drink alcohol, I'll go down to the local bottle, which is I don't know what you guys call your bottle-os, like bottle pub, not pub, but a bottle-os like a liquor store, alcohol store where you buy alcohol beverages. We call them bottle-os over here. Liquorland, beer, wine, spirits. Dan Murphy's. We've got Dan Murphy's. Dan Murphy's is a good one. Yeah. So, basically like off license. Yeah, there you go. You call them off licenses. So we have licensed premises. So licensed premises is like a club. No, sorry. A licensed premises is a club. So like an RSL, um, like a club, like a sports club or a club. Then we have publicans. Publicans are what we call publicans, the people who look after pubs. They're licensed premises as well. So anything that serves alcohol has to have a license. Even if you're serving alcohol and not charging for it, you actually have to have a license to serve alcohol, which is called in Australia, it's called a responsible serve of alcohol, RSA. So you actually have to possess an RSA. Even the people who work in the supermarket, we have people who work in our supermarkets, do online deliveries and shop for stuff. You're allowed to order alcohol in your groceries. We don't sell alcohol in our supermarkets, but we do have liquor, alcohol, bottle places attached to our supermarkets that they do shop so people can order cases of beer, wine, etc., and they deliver it in the supermarket, in the groceries. So basically, anyone who shops for the alcohol actually has to have a responsible serve of alcohol. Go figure, because you don't know if someone's drunk or not when they're ordering. You don't know. There's no way of telling. Do you know what I mean? You can be half cut in Australia. You can be half cut, and basically, you can call an Uber Eats. You can actually call an Uber, a taxi. Even a taxi driver will. You can organise the taxi drivers in most towns in Australia. Towns, and I say country towns. I don't say the city. In the city, there's more Deliveroo, something called Deliveroo, Menulog, Uber Eats. They're the places that will deliver food, alcohol to your premises. But in country towns, you can ring up we can ring up the local chemist. Like the pharmacy. We call them chemists in Australia. Pharmacies, some people might call them something different, but we can call them up and say, "Hey, I need such and such," and they'll deliver it to your house. They obviously won't deliver. They won't deliver any S8 prescription drugs unless you actually have or prescription medication, unless you actually have a prescription already with them. So they won't. You can't just say, "Hey, I need my morphine." Even down to the bipolar medications. Depends on what the medication is. So basically, unless you've got a prescription with a chemist or pharmacy, they won't deliver that. So, but you can order Panadol if you've got a headache or you've got an upset stomach or really bad heartburn. You can ring up the chemist here in town, and they'll deliver it. They'll deliver it right to your door, no charge. They don't charge any extra. It's part of the service, the country town service, which is great, for us. So, but in the city, nothing like that. So, and I was the same. Sorry, that's what I was saying too. Yeah. So, even with alcohol, you can ring up the local taxi cab here, and you say, "Look, can you pick me up a 6-pack of beer and a pizza? Pick up my pizza and a 6-pack of beer." They'll actually go to the pizza place, which there's only one in town, Domino's. I don't mind Domino's, but they're really expensive, and they're even more expensive in my country town because they're the only pizza call. So right, I gotta go. Phone call to make. Love yous all. Stay safe. Yep. I'm probably going to go too, guys. I'm probably going to sign off too because I'm actually starting to go blue. Not physically blue, but I'm actually starting to get cold because it's actually just gone 3 past 6 a.m. in the morning. So basically, usually this time of morning, I'm usually just getting up, going to work, and moving around. But I've actually been sitting down here. So yeah. So I just want to say thank you everyone for jumping on again. Obviously, I'm not sure if anyone's going live today, whether John's going live or I don't. I've not seen Frank for a bit, but that doesn't necessarily mean Frank's obviously been doing a lot of gigs, which is great for him because I'm really happy that he's got a lot of gigs. So yeah, I'm not sure if any of those guys are going live, and I miss them. Like it's been lonely up here talking to myself. Yeah. But I guess, yeah, I'm not overthinking it. I'm not overthinking it, saying, "Oh, hey, everyone's avoiding me." But I don't think that's it. I don't think that's at all. I think what it is that everyone's just busy enjoying the sunlight. You know, I guess they're enjoying the sunny days that they've had and nice weather. And obviously, everyone's got their own lives. You know what I mean? Like even myself. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of times where I only really jump on lives for like an hour during my lunch break or 20 minutes during my lunch break or whatever. So sometimes, I very rarely go onto the lives these days. So, but for very long because obviously I'm working. So I've just been lucky enough to have 3 days off, and yeah. So, but I'm hoping to do a catch up with everyone So so back to business now. So back to channel business. On the 11th of September, my day. So 11th, which will be next Sunday. Wow, this channel turns 1. I'm going to try and do a live stream from wherever I am. It won't be on the computer, so I won't have um my desktop with me or my microphone or my web camera. So everything will be done on my actual phone camera. If not, maybe if I have access to a computer or anything else like that, maybe. So basically, on the 11th, which is next Sunday, I will be making a link up. I'm trying to see which one I'll use, whether it be EVMux or StreamYard. So I'm leaning towards StreamYard, even though EVMux is awesome. It's just not so awesome on phones, if that makes sense. So you're clever, aren't you? Hey, you're a clever boy, aren't you, Gingy? You know what? I can swear this cat is winking at me. I swear that my cat looks at me and winks at me, because he will look at me and I sit there and say, "Are you a good boy?" And he will close his right eye like that all the time, just like that when I say it. Elsewise, he just blinks at me. Yeah, he's actually scratching away at something at the moment. So he's actually. You look like you're having a fit, cat. Crazy cat. So yeah, so basically, yeah, I'll more than likely I will just be making a live of what do you call it, StreamYard. So I'll actually set one up. So that's next Sunday, guys. I'm actually on holidays. I'll be away in a different part of Australia. So whether I'll be on location or anything, look out for that, guys. And Frank, I will be going down somewhere for you. I look forward to that. I'll be going down to do the CrossFit glyphs and basically do my best to represent my version of it and look at it and explore and give as much information and do a video and basically hopefully have a really awesome time away, relaxing, not thinking about work or anything else like that. But I will be still around, guys. I would love to still catch up with guys. If you do lives, I still like to jump up, and I'll actually be able to jump up and talk, and we can laugh, burp, fart together. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming and stopping your lives and just joining with me and Kersha and Gingy. So from all of us, we all love you. We all appreciate you. And as always, guys, just remember that all I know is that we all have history. You can't change it, but you can always look back at it and learn not to make the same mistakes again. Right, guys. Have a great one, guys. Good evening, good day, good night, whichever it is in your time frame. If you're watching this in the future, thanks for joining in. I'll catch you later, guys, on the next stream. If anyone's having a stream, share the link, guys. Obviously, network with each other, guys, in the link. Obviously, please like and subscribe if you haven't. That's all I ask, guys. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, not going to go down the rabbit hole of asking for money, etc. Because basically, that's something that a donation is a donation. It's done voluntary, not coerced. So yeah, it's just basically the most important thing, guys, is time, and you've given me that. So if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Obviously, make comments on my videos. I really appreciate having videos commented on. It actually lets me know what I'm doing right, what I'm not doing right. So, all right, folks, catch you next time, guys. Have a good one. See ya.